The Boston Celtics are slipping in the Eastern Conference. I'm Madeline Burke for Sports Illustrated, along with Rohan Nadkarni and Michael Pina. And guys, Celtics have two All-Stars, plenty of individual talent, but they just haven't been able to close out games lately, falling to 500 and flirting with the reality of a play-in tournament. Pina, why have your C's struggled to close out games? What do you attribute this to?
Well, this is a great question, Maddie. Their offense ranks 26th in crunch time when they're outscored by over 11 points per 100 possessions. In the fourth quarter, they're dead last in defensive rating as well. Some of the issues here have plagued them in the other three quarters, too. Their health with Marcus Smart being out for a few weeks, Kemba missing the start of the season, Jason Tatum testing positive for COVID. You couple that with just how thin they are on the wing and how that kind of requires them to play multiple bigs, which isn't what you want in today's NBA. The big stat that kind of captures why they look so bad to me is assist rate. Right now, they rank 27th in assist percentage in the clutch. Last year, they were third. So the ball movement just isn't where you want it to be if you're one of the better teams in the NBA. And until their stars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, kind of figure out how to leverage their shot-making ability in crunch time, I think this team will continue to have trouble down the stretch.
Ro, what are your thoughts?
You know, I think Michael did a great job of kind of breaking down some of the on-court issues. To me, I really do look at all the guys that have missed time, Kemba, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, as Michael alluded to. The lineup that I think going into the season you assumed would close for the Celtics, it's Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Daniel Tice have only played 6 minutes together across 3 games in fourth quarters this season. That's very little time. I believe their most used fourth quarter lineup has only played 13 or 14 minutes together. Their second most used one is all backups, so guys who play at blowout and not crunch time. So I don't know if they have a fourth quarter problem as much as they've just had a health problem. Brad Stevens hasn't been able to settle on a proper fourth quarter rotation. I don't think he's gotten reps with the guys that he wants in that time. So like I said, I think Michael pointed out to issues they have maybe as a team, but I don't think that this is a group that's fundamentally flawed, that can't play together in the fourth quarter, that can't figure it out in crunch time. I just don't think they've gotten enough reps with their best players together in those moments to say one way or another that this is a bad fourth quarter team.
Yeah, I mean, Brad Stevens said recently, we have a tendency to make things more difficult at times. They're coming off some ugly losses, including a tough one to Sexland, which, Cleveland, this is why you don't give yourself a nickname. I have questions about that, but we'll do that another time. But Danny Ainge has said, we've got some talented guys, but our team right now is not playing as well as we had hoped. And, he said we don't have a lot of characteristics of a really good team, but the trade deadline is a week away, and maybe they are 1 or 2 pieces away from really getting that direction and righting this ship. And, Ainge said that he has had the phones ringing in recent weeks and was quoted recently to say, quote, "I think I will pick up this week."